While the idea of taking a cold shower or ice bath might make you shudder, in today's video we will dive into the science behind cold showers and cold therapy to explore if you really should add this to your daily routine. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video to see if cold therapy is right for you. As you scroll through social media, I am sure you have seen videos from top athletes and celebrities taking cold showers or ice baths. But why do they do this? Is this just a short-term trend? What are the specific benefits? How cold does the water need to be? Can it help with fat loss or building muscle? Let's answer these questions and more to understand the fascinating effects from immersing yourself in icy cold water.
Cold shower!
The first day is the hardest but also the most rewarding. Subjecting your body to extreme cold triggers the release of three key hormones: norepinephrine, epinephrine, and dopamine. Collectively, these hormones stimulate your sympathetic nervous system, which trigger your fight or flight response. This is why you might experience a sudden sense of panic and an urge to escape or seek warmth. The cold not only elevates these hormones during the exposure, but it keeps them elevated for an extended period of time afterwards, anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours depending on how cold the water was and how long you were in it. But why should you do this? Well, it offers substantial mental benefits, enhancing your mood, energy levels, and focus. Similar to the feeling you get after going for a run or doing a workout. Interestingly, coffee operates on a similar principle by activating the sympathetic nervous system. That's why many individuals discover that they no longer rely on morning coffee when they instead opt for a cold immersion. To unlock these advantages, there are a few essential factors to bear in mind. Firstly, the water's temperature must be suitably cold. A study conducted on cold water immersion compared temperatures at 90 degrees, 70 degrees, and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. The results revealed a significant increase in dopamine and norepinephrine levels in the group exposed to 60-degree water, whereas the other temperature groups did not exhibit the same effect. The majority of showers, when set to their coldest setting, can reach temperatures as low as 50 degrees Fahrenheit. However, if you don't have a thermometer handy, research suggests you can gauge if it's cold enough by watching for what's called the initial inspiratory gasp. This is a deep breath your body instinctively takes the moment you come into contact with the cold water. Keep in mind that it's essential not only to experience this gasp but also to remain in the cold for a sufficient duration to fully reap its benefits. In the study, participants submerged themselves in cold water for a full hour, which might not be feasible for most of us. Not to mention the potential impact on your water bill. But rest assured, there's good news. Other studies have shown that you can still achieve similar benefits with shorter durations, even as little as 20 seconds of cold exposure. In many of these cases, they used ice baths instead of showers to ensure the entire body was fully immersed. Now, if you opt for a quick 30-second cold shower, it's highly likely you'll still experience some mood-boosting effects. However, there's an important aspect to consider for long-term benefits. Over time, your body tends to adapt to the cold, and the hormonal response appears to decrease. When you notice this happening, you can try two strategies to maintain those benefits. Make the water even colder or extend the duration of your exposure to continue feeling the positive effects. Now what about fat loss? It's a common belief that exposure to cold temperatures can rev up your metabolism as your body works to raise its temperature, consequently burning more calories. But what does the research reveal? The truth is, cold exposure can indeed give your metabolism a significant boost. Most studies indicate that exposure to cold can increase your metabolism by approximately 15%. However, in a study conducted in 2021, researchers made a remarkable discovery. They found that cold water immersion could increase calorie burning by as much as 50%, leading to, you guessed it, substantial fat loss. However, before you plan your move to the Arctic, there are two things you need to be aware of. Firstly, the study participants were immersed in cold water for an extended period, well over 3 hours. In contrast, the average shower duration is only around 8 minutes, so the cold exposure you'd experience during a typical shower is just a fraction of what was studied. Secondly, the researchers measured the participants' metabolism during the cold exposure and used this data to estimate the calories burned over a 24-hour period. However, it's not realistic to assume that your metabolism would remain elevated at the same rate for the entire day. So, while the research does indicate that cold exposure can contribute to fat loss, it's essential to understand that achieving a meaningful effect for fat loss would require you to be in cold water for extended periods consistently, which is impractical for most people. Cold therapy can be a valuable addition to a healthy lifestyle, but it's unlikely to be a sole solution for significant fat loss unless integrated into a comprehensive weight management plan. Now, what about its impact on muscle recovery and growth? This is where it gets fascinating. Ice baths have long been a favored recovery method among athletes, and for good reason. Numerous studies have demonstrated its ability to accelerate recovery by reducing muscle soreness, fatigue, and inflammation. After a training session, cold therapy is great for athletes who need to recover quickly, but if you're looking to build muscle and strength, this may actually be a problem. After a workout, your muscles experience temporary damage and inflammation, which is a vital part of their recovery and growth process. Immersing yourself in cold water immediately after exercising can interfere with this process by reducing inflammation. This is one of the reasons why recent studies have shown a significant decrease in muscle growth with post-training cold water immersion. So, if you're aiming to maximize muscle growth and strength, it's advisable to steer clear of ice baths right after your workout. Instead, consider taking them before your workout or waiting at least 4 to 6 hours after exercise, or even scheduling them on a separate day altogether. For instance, in my personal routine, I schedule ice baths on my designated rest day and several hours after my leg day workout. This allows me to reap the benefits of recovery and reduced soreness without compromising my muscle gains. Regarding cold showers, it's important to note that the studies I mentioned involved ice baths, with subjects immersed in cold water for durations ranging from 10 to 20 minutes. Based on this, a brief cold shower after a workout probably wouldn't have any significant negative effects on muscle growth and may not be a cause for concern. However, it's also likely that it wouldn't provide substantial benefits for your recovery, so it might not be worth the effort if you don't enjoy it. Now you know all there is to know about cold therapy. It can provide benefits to your mental health, boost your energy levels, and aid in muscles recovery. If you want to give it a try, I recommend you start with cold showers and work your way up from 30 seconds to a minute, and then try and increase the duration each time, or if possible make the water even colder. To further intensify the benefits, consider investing in cold tub, which will also come with the recovery benefits that showers just don't provide. I will leave a link for the one I use in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. See you next time.